Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. New is in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. A couple of brothers had went into this. The Apostle Tahar went into it as well. But it says black women asking white men for help to get rid of black men. And this doesn't surprise me because we know Eve. I mean, she hates us. I was looking at a video that it was sent to me on social media, and it was about a Jake guy speaking life into his daughter. And she was a basketball player. He spoke life into her, and his wife or woman, whatever you want to call her, was basically recording the camera. He said, "This is my daughter." He said, "Our daughter." Like the bitch had to correct him, and the fact that he's speaking life into his daughter to become successful in life. You got this nagging ass, controlling ass black woman, this demon. Okay, this black bitch that finds problem and negativity with any goddamn thing a nigga do, man. And then they wonder why Jake leaves their families, bro. Brother said it. He said black women create deadbeat fathers. That's a true fucking statement because the fucking nigga woman is a deadbeat herself. All right, and it seems to get redundant talking about these women, man. It's just a spirit, and it never gets old. But we're in these times, and this stuff has to be addressed because it's constant tension between us and them, man. So Keisha's ultimate depriving of Jake, she's mad because Jake is dealing with the other nations now. Okay, the Shedamite or the Edomite woman wants Jake. Okay, the Mexican woman, the Puerto Rican woman, everybody wants to deal with Jake. Okay, the only one that's dumb enough to not see our worth outside of the black woman is the fucking Moabite woman, which Moabite women are, you can chalk that up as a loss. All right, they love Esau, but other than that, Jake is getting love from all the other nations. They worship Jake. He's like a god, man. I can't count on how many times we done went out and the Edomite women and literally jumped in my fucking arms, bro. I could be sitting at a table drinking and eating, and the Edomite woman will come over there and she'll just start making out with Jake. Kid you not. Just rubbing on you, feeling on you, touching your body, caressing you. They just mesmerize, man. They just infatuated with Jake. Like, hell, and I see it sometimes, when I be kicking it with my little Italian shorty and shit, which I think she's a Jake, but like, she can't keep her hands off me. I mean, literally, when you see the look in her, she just stuck, like, and Keisha, she hates that because Keisha, she has a affinity hatred towards Adam. Hell, I speculate Eve even hated Adam, But I say that to say this, they want to be us, and it's a power struggle, and they are willing to see the demise of their own men in order to satisfy their own greedy lust. But yet the so-called white man, being the devil that the Bible talks about, Eve loves this devil. And the crazy part about it is Esau don't give a shit about Eve. He don't give a fuck about her, man. She's just a tool used to destroy Jake. Okay, now I'll say this, not all Jake women are like that, because you got some Jake women that's starting to come around and they're starting to see the worth of Jake. But the collective of them, they really hate us, man. They can't stand us. They jealous. They envious. They want to see us dead. They want to destroy our lives. And they don't understand that if you destroy us, then there's no more you, because you come from us. Okay? Without a so-called black man, there would be no black women, period. You may say, well, without your mother, you wouldn't be here. No, without my father, I wouldn't be here. All right? My father had to inject his semen into my mother's kuba, all right, and come forth 9 months later, a full-grown human a full human comes out of between our legs. That's the process of procreation, man. To procreate, to have babies. So if you want to get rid of us, Eve, then you're doing yourself a disservice, because now, basically, you're gonna have a bunch of tares running around here, which Eve don't matter. She loves bringing forth the enemy's seed. Okay, she sees nothing better than that, to bring forth her enemy's child. Okay, just to shit on us. But a time is coming that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to get you women, and Jake, we're going to have the last laugh. Okay, we seen what happened when the government was shut down with 41 days, I think. The woman was crashing out, inboxing, wanted to make things right. And they're still suffering. It's because the government is open. That don't mean anything. And I said last month, I said, yeah, they may open it back up and give food stamps back prior to the Thanksgiving holiday because, Esau don't need no crash outs before the time. But to show you right there that they can cut you off in a blink of a second, it's easy because now people are regaining their faith back in the system, and it's going to come a time that when they shut things off, they're not going to turn it back on, to say the least. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to play this video. Gonna get a couple of precepts, and Lord's will that be that. So here we go.
Black girls, white boys, when you guys were
fair use, by the way, fair use.
dating black girls, do they start talking up trash about black men? Because the white girls are doing that, bro. When dating not dating, let's say you go on a date with a white girl, during the date sometimes they start talking trash about white men. Yeah, they be doing that. I'm snitching.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
They're
bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
Why say that?
You see, and then she said she's with the white man, but see, once they find her head inside of a suitcase, now body cut into 13 different parts, then, they come up. Not all white people, no. All of them are a bunch of racist devils. Every last one of them. I don't give a damn how much they hide it. Even the ones that love us or claim to love us. Because I put it to you this way. It's not that the Edomite woman loves Jake. She just have a infatuated lust with Jake because of who we are. They don't necessarily love us, but they lust after us, so to speak. But Keisha, she loves Esau. And there was nothing she wouldn't do to defend his kingdom and his honor, to say the least.
Like black men. Not very many meet my standards.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. They're just terrible.
Even when you just said that, because I'm thinking about the guest that we just had, she admitted that, her father wasn't a productive father, which I guess justify why she is allowed to say negative things about black men. It's okay for black women to say stuff like that. Like, they will critique a lot of black men sometimes with, oh, you must hate your mother. Like, we get that a lot. You must hate your mother.
Well, they say that to me. I must hate my mom.
Yeah, like
black women accountable.
When black women have these negative thoughts about black men, nobody says you must hate your father. And it's clearly true.
Yeah.
That one experience can cause you to have a whole hatred towards men. And for some reason that's valid, but when a black man is not allowed to have that same experience with his mom.
Perception, because the goal of this conversation should be to progress, right? Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk about.
We don't want to deal with black men at all.
I love all men and not black men, just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in this corrections that you.
That's a bullshit lie, because the average black woman wants to marry a black man. And the reality of it is just Jake woke up to the bullshit of these black women, and now they're mad because they're being exposed. But these are the same women that claim, well, we don't have no protection. Well, why would we protect you when you're saying wickedness like this to us? That's why, I don't go out my way to talk to black. I don't even have an affinity. I mean, some sisters are cool. I'm not gonna cap. Some of them, good looking, and some of them, I may entertain. But as a collective, I don't even go out my way to even talk to them like that. They want to conversate. They got to come up they come up and talk to us or me, or whatever. But I don't go out my way to talk to Keisha like that, because it's just I don't see no point in it. It's just for what? You know what I'm saying? It's just for what? And I deal with black women when the push comes to shove, Got a decent sister, that Jake be dealing with, cool, respectful, everything like that. So, there are exceptions to the rule, but as a collective, those that think like this, I really have no affinity towards them. Just for what? Because we're doing ourselves a disservice for a group of people that really hates us for nothing. Okay, they're mad at us because we're in the predicament they're in, but they don't understand that the reason why we're in this condition is because of her. Okay, she's the one that turned her back on us and gave credence to the systems. Okay, it was a documentary that I was getting ready to watch the other day, going into how black women betrayed the nuclear family and went into side with government and big white daddy government, and this is the result of it. So now it's our fault that they're in this predicament. It's not our fault, it's your fault. Even the scriptures say that. But anyway, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to start at verses 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not venture to set her soul upon the foot of the ground for delicateness and tenderness, because our women used to be like the creme de la creme, man, okay? We got the best looking women on the planet Earth, hands down. But now, the Edomite woman is shitting on them, you know, and I'm not even afraid to admit that. If anybody beg or differ, that's on you. What you mean, the Edomite woman? Look, nigga, go cry to your mama about it. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Okay, the Edomite woman, she's in better shape. She has a better diet, has a better attitude, and they just overall look better now because Keisha, she has a tainted spirit. She's under the curses, man. But aesthetically wise and overall, yeah, you know, the Negro, Latino, Native American are hands down the most beautiful woman on the planet Earth. But it don't matter, man. Scriptures say beauty is vain, is deceit. You know, and it says here, delicate in tenderness, her eyes should be evil towards the husband of our bosom, and towards our son, and towards our daughter, okay? And towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards our children which she should bear. It says, for she should eat them for one of all things, secretly in a siege and straightness, wherewith thy enemy should distress thee in thy gate. So she hates the man, she hates the kids, and if you, Jakes, have grew up in a single black woman household, you already know what it's like. Okay, the abuse, the down talking. They don't speak life into their sons. Instead, they degrade them and teach them to be simps, and they beat the masculinity out of them. And this is why a lot of Jake men are emotionally unstable, because, you know, they didn't have fathers, and also the women beat up on them. So that's why a lot of Jake men are angry, you know. But that's part of the curses too. So that's something we had to bear. All right. Another precept here. Let's go to the book of Job. 14, is it Job 14 or Psalms 14? Yep, Job 14. It says, a man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble. Yeah, you know, the single parent households, point blank example, you know, we hate black men. We want them to be unalived by white men. And Esau, he'll do this shit because, you know, Esau, he has a hatred for us too. Okay, the way Esau looks at us, bro, I mean, like, I've had devils that look at me with intense hatred. But what they gonna do? Get beat the fuck up, get choked out, get stomped out, you know? And I'll be waiting for these fucking devils to pull it. I'll willingly crack one of their fucking skulls. I don't give a fuck. You run up on me with that bullshit, you gonna find out the hard way, nigga. All right? And I ain't saying I'm just this tough guy, but I will fucking eat 'em right up. I've done it several times, and hey, I feel good about it every time. So if you wanna be stupid, hey, you will get the shit beat out of you in front of your woman. I don't give a fuck. Knock your bitch out too, if it comes to that. Yeah, brothers, don't be taking that advice. Don't be going around punching people with none of that. I'm just throwing it out there for a little humor. But no, reality of it is these people, they hate us. You know, they hate us. But it says here, he cometh forth like a flower and is cut down, and he fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. All right, because, you know, if you look at those old hood movies, it says the average black man, he would be in prison by the age of 18 and dead by 21. And when you look at the movies, there's no father in the house. Good depiction of that was the movie called Boys in the Hood. You had Doughboy and Ricky. Ricky was the favorite among the woman because Ricky was more of a simp. He was more of a mama's boy. You know, he had the live-in baby mama, you know, and he had a so-called bright future playing sports to get his mom out the hood. And Doughboy was the drug dealer, X, Y, and Z. But what she didn't understand is that she breed men like that. She hated Doughboy because even though Doughboy was a nigga, he had more of a masculine frame to him, you know. He didn't really take no shit, you know. So that's why she really hated him, you know, and she really hated his father, like the dude with the in the wheelchair. He said, you know why she liked that, right? And he said, because they got different daddies, because those are different spirits. Because realistically, a woman, she's only supposed to know one man her entire life. So she has multiple kids by different baby fathers, then essentially those kids are not going to be on even playing grounds because there will be some tension there. And I know that because, you know, I mean, me and my siblings, we all got different fathers, every last one of them, you know, though we're years apart. That don't justify the means, okay? My older sister, my younger brother, we all got different daddies, all of us. And yeah, we were close at a point in time, but now it's just like, yeah, high and by. It's like there's no connection. So it's Eve, man. She's destroyed. She don't have it. She don't have it, bro. All right, but here we go.
Speak of
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
What? It's an evil world we live in.
This is filthy work. This is bullshit.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys. You know what? This has kind of been a topic that hasn't been talked about for a while, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I'm kind of glad y'all did blow up my email about this particular topic. This was sent to me from multiple subscribers by multiple content creators. So I guess this video that I'm about to share with you guys, this conversation, I'm guessing it must have happened recently. I don't know, but I'm telling you, man, this is one of the main reasons why I get so triggered when black women call black men, or should I say, when they tell black men that you must hate black women or you must hate your mom because they're dating outside their race. Because you will never hear, or I will say rarely at least, hear a black man speak about black women the way you hear these black women speak on black men that are supposedly dating white men or dating outside of their race. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Perception, because like the goal of this conversation should be to like progress, right? Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk
If
about
we don't
that.
want to deal
But
with
if
black men at all,
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
it's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like, what do you want to see?
Well, me
We believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
That's why this bitch gonna get fucked up, man. And then you had Kendra G on there talking her shit. And Kendra G, the Most High is gonna destroy you, man. Thinking about doing a video and tagging you in it, but the Most High is gonna unalive Kendra G in a horrible way. All right, one day you may wake up, you may find a fucking head separated from my body because all the discourse she done sold, all that dating coach bullshit. Fuck that, man. You people getting ready to get jacked up, especially you black women. You getting ready to fail miserably, and ain't nobody gonna come to rescue your ass either. And don't look at us, cause hey, we ain't helping you.
Oh crap. If you are anything like me and completely forget your friend's birthday sometimes, there is a solution for that. Edible arrangement.
Now, before any of y'all getting y'all feelings about me stopping this video midway through, because y'all know I usually try to let them play through because it's always
Anyway, one last precept I ended. I didn't want to be on this all day. Micah 7 and I'm gonna start at verses 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. And it says here, until you plead my cause and execute judgment for me, and he will bring me forth to the light, which is this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? It says, my eyes should behold her, now she should be trodden down as the mire of the street. So it's going to come a time that when shit hits the fan and Esau cuts you off, because he's really divorcing Eve. She's just too naive to see it because her affinity hatred for her own man, which she's going to need us. Scriptures say a man should be as a hiding place from the wind. They're scoffing at that now. But eventually, that's going to be the reality. All right, but it says here, My eyes should behold her, now she should be trodden down as the mire of the street. So you literally going to be trodden down in every which way. So anyway, I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor as due to you, how about you, how shy. Lord's will, you edify. Until the next lesson. Shalom.